recording. How about that? You are looking live. I forgot to do the recording. Now we are recording. Look at that chat room. I'm Rob. This is Maria. I'm a former attorney and internet CEO.
Okay, we
She's
know
a house
who you
flipper
are.
and banker, and away we go. All right, so we got a great stream. Everything is working.
Music. Thank you.
Oh, geez.
Woo, thank you.
We got to do a checklist. I mean, right? I did Siri right before we started. I said, we got to do a checklist because there's so many freaking things you got to remember. The microphone and everything. It's like, one day I'll tell you.
That's why he has bots to trade, because he'd never be able to do it on his own.
Stop, I'm trying to make my, and YouTube got pissed at me for saying, L-I-B-T-O-N.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because they don't pay for the ad. No, I said, well, I've been drinking it 40 years. What are you going to do? So, okay, you're going to be in charge of the chat room, right?
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to be in charge of this other stuff here. So let's get started. We're going to, at 15:51, we're going to sell a put credit spread or a call credit spread. First of all, let's see where we are in real time. Holy moly, guacamole. Somebody do the
30.
math on how much is that? I wish, someone had a great
33?
recommendation is that I wish that Options Omega would make it so that you could take the green and the red, like right here, it would tell you the
total,
net.
yeah.
The net. That would be awesome. So this is our $1 million account that we've been trading since October 1st. And this is the trades today. Someone said, oh, these are all lines. You got to show us your trades. Okay, look, here's all the trades. Here's all the trades. These are all the current trades that have not been stopped out. You can see there's quite, if you slow it down, you can see all our trades. And here's the ones that have been stopped out. There's pages and pages of the stopped out ones. You get the idea. It's a lot, right? And so then here is the small account, and it's only been stopped out once. So it's doing gravy, right? It's doing gravy. And then one thing I like to show is here is where we were as of last night. And this is the small account up 12. So up a $30,000 account, up 12 grand, 13 grand, having traded right around 3,000 trades since 5.5 months. And then the $1 million account up $424,000, 42%. So that's pretty good. 42.
Well,
right?
no, the percentage is 35.
Oh, the win percentage. Yeah, but I'm just saying it's 42,000,
right.
424,000 we've made since like October 1st or whatever, 5.5 months, doing right around 16,300 trades. Most importantly, one thing I'm most proud about is you see this nice steady upflow. And I got a whole bunch of statistics I wanted to do yesterday, but I didn't have time to do it. So this is the number of trades we had done. This is kind of cool is that you notice that the worst day was 41,000 until we had the double tweet day on Tuesday where I lost 65,000. Oh, and there's some more trades coming in. Let's take a look. You know what? Let's go to Tasty Trade. Let's take a look. This is my personal account, and you can see where I really am. You can see all the trades. Can you see all that? Okay, good. So these are the trades that just came in March 17th at 3:30. Must be 3. And there, look, there's more coming in. There we go. So there's more coming in. And you can see all the trades. If you don't think I'm real trading, then I must be the greatest. What do we call those things? Adobe Pearson. What do they call that? Where they erase it and stuff, and then they fake it, whatever.
Forgery?
I can't even say it, let alone do it.
Forgery?
Forgery, is that what they call it? They would be the worst, that greatest forger. Liar. Yeah, cheat, whatever. Well, you got a lot of the. You got a lot of those. So, okay, so. Have you noticed, too late, Jake, have you noticed that the money, okay, let's talk about, why don't you tell us about what the market's doing, and I will.
Market is running pretty steady today, just a lot of chop. And the Mag 7's gone through the roof.
Oh, really? And what we got?
Of course, because I want to get back
tomorrow.
in.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
What were you screaming at about NVIDIA?
Oh, the other day?
Yes.
Oh, it shot up. I'm trying to buy it, or sell it, and then no, I am trying to buy it this time.
Yeah, you're trying to sell puts like right at the money.
No, I'm trying to buy it now.
Oh, so you want to go below your puts? You want to get
it.
assigned if you can.
Yes.
Oh, and it's not.
So I'm buying in the money puts. That's not doing me any good.
It keeps going up. Well, that son of a. I don't know if I can say the word.
No, you can't.
I want to say the word. That son of a. So. The other day, and it wasn't bad enough that they sent out a bad tweet on whatever day it was the other day. And then yesterday, I'm up 23 grand sitting down to go on the show, and the freaking guy says we're going to sell $1 trillion worth of chips,
He is such a good promoter for that stock.
Well, I
He is
lost 51
absolutely
grand in one.
I really think he's a great promoter.
He is a great promoter.
He
but
always has, just when the stock is just about to fall down, he's got this great news and he just keeps it up.
you know, but honey, it killed me yesterday. 51 grand in 1 minute.
Kills
I
me
lost.
too.
I was up. I was so proud. Oh, I'm so smart. And I walked into a freaking buzzsaw. And then to add insult to injury, 6 minutes later, it was right back down.
Another good promoter is the lady who heads up AMD.
Yeah, she's great.
She is fantastic.
She is really great. I don't know her name, but she is awesome. She is awesome. And you know who else I like is the guy at Hood. Yeah, the guy at Hood.
He is very good too.
The guy at Hood, I gotta tell you, he's on the ball. That's my stock of the year because I like Hood. And what's great about this guy is I've had a little gambling in my background, and he says, "Oh, you can be a gambler and pick the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, or you can come to Hood and we don't have gambling, we have predictive markets. Oh, what can you do there? You can pick the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl." It sounds to me a lot like gambling.
Yeah.
But he gets around the rules by saying it's predictive market.
Even gambling's okay nowadays. So.
It is. Now, the problem with gambling is the spreads are too wide. If you really want to look at it mathematically, it costs too much
Our
money.
spreads are some wide too sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. All right, so someone was asking me for a whole bunch of gambling stories. I said, nah, I don't think so. There's so many of them. All right, so let's take a look.
Oh, have you noticed that Monday and Tuesday before FMOC are less volatile than usual?
Nah, I have not, but I'll backtest it.
Yeah, I'll never ever notice
You know what?
that.
We run a Discord, and there's a thing where you can put in video suggestions, and that would be a great video suggestion for us to backtest. That would be easy enough to. It would be easy enough to backtest because you can black out the dates, or we use Options Omega for backtesting. We use Options Omega for my bots as well. But one of the things you can do is you can say, take out all these days or just only put these days in. So I like to backtest without FMOC and then with FMOC and then FMOC minutes. So on the poll, I meant to call not puts if it's close. Well, World War Gates 8416. If you're the deciding factor, we're going to see. And we're going to have to go to the rules committee. We may not get an official ruling until later.
Isn't he the guy from the UK?
I don't remember.
I think he.
You have a much better memory than me.
I hope so.
I can remember numbers. I can remember every single time I lost over 100 grand in a day in stocks. Every single one. And there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. I could not tell you the last time I won 100 grand in a day. I'm sure there's lots of them. I don't remember. It's just because I just kind of expect it. But it pisses me off when I lose. What are you going to do?
We had a quick little back check this morning on the NVIDIA.
What happened on NVIDIA this morning?
No, remember we were checking the leaps?
Oh, yes. Yeah. So Maria wanted me to look into leaps, and we did a quick back test.
So I've been doing a lot of in the money puts on NVIDIA, and I found that they're making pretty good money. So I asked them to back test it. And what did you find?
I found that if you did we were looking at 180, 250 days, 90 days, 120 days. We looked at 48 delta, 30 delta, 10 delta, 12 delta, 16 delta, and lots of other combinations. And we found 180 days, going in on a Thursday at 10:15, 180 days out, 12 delta, more than doubled your money in a year. It was, if you put in 100 grand, and you win on just once a week, and you just let them expire, right? You set it and forget it. And it was gravy. And in fact, when we look back 2 years, only like the first 2 months of that 2 years were the losers,
I think
right?
you said 5 out of how many?
96.
Yeah.
5 out of 96 were winners, right? And only five were losers. Fair enough. You get me all mixed up.
Yeah. Doesn't take much.
No, it's supposed to be a supportive show. This is supposed to be a safe space. It is a safe space when you're not here. When you're not here, I don't feel quite as safe. So let's take a look and see how we're doing. Hey,
Thursday after FOMC is my favorite day to trade. Said too late.
Oh, it is Jake. Too late, Jake. Really? I have never tested that, but I will definitely go in. I know that one of my largest losing days of all time was the last 96 minutes on, let's pick a day, December 18th, 2024, when I lost over 700 grand in 96 minutes. That was not a fun day. You got out.
Yeah.
You got out.
But I still took a loss.
I know you took a loss.
I still took it up to Tookus.
Yeah, but I love it, said, oh crap, if Rob's getting out, I'm going to get out.
If he's talking about getting out, I bailed.
That was pretty funny. Well, it wasn't funny, it was sad, but that's okay. We made it all back, so
yeah,
it just,
but you're thinking, if you didn't lose it and you just kept winning, it would be so wonderful.
It pissed me off. I know. What are you going to do? And that one was absolutely positively my fault. That was not a mathematical mistake, right? That was my fault. Okay, let's get, what is it that we wanted to talk about? Made money this one. Oh,
made money this week on the Crazy Ivans. Aren't those wonderful?
Aren't those wonderful? Let's take a look at here.
I got in at 4 a.m. on one and got out at 2 p.m. the next day at 26%.
No kidding. What?
I still have one that I saved, and it's at 80%.
I thought it was at 90 something.
I got rid of that.
Oh, you got rid of that one. Here's the problem, right? And Maria always points this out to me, is when you're trading, okay, here's my extrinsic right here, right? The extrinsic is, you call it the savings account, right?
That's the savings.
So when these are all red, all this money, that's why you don't look at your profit and loss. All the money goes over to extrinsic. It's still there. All you got to do is stay out of the money. I mean, look at these things right now, but when this was down at 24,000, I was still 1,750 points out of the money, right? And we don't roll them or do any protection until it's when I wait till 250.
You're 250, I'm 500.
You're 500.
Because I'm closer in to start with.
Yeah, you're closer in. So if you haven't been here before, what we do with the Crazy Ivan is I sell between 45 and 60 days, 12 delta and Qs. And I sell them, I used to sell them every single day. Now, not so much. I only use 30% of my buying power. And so if I was going to look at one right now, I would go out here to this 50 day. Oh, that's not the Qs. I would go out here to, 45 days, probably 45 days. And I would go to 12 delta, which would be right about here. And I like to go on the 250s. So I would go to here, 250. And I'm going to sell this for, oh, that's because I got two of them in here. I got two things in here. So I'm going to sell this for.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. So you got it. Hey, word to the wise. Make sure that when you're doing your trades that you've got only, what I had two of them down there in the corner. So you just want to make sure that you get them right. But so I'm going to sell this for $15,000 in buying power, get $3,600. I'm going to take him off at 25%. Yes, I know, Butch. He's fond of telling me that 55% he's pretty sure, even though he and I both went to public schools, I believe. He's pretty sure that 56 is more than 25, and I should get the hell out. I don't know if you can say heck, but I don't. But Maria goes in at less days, right? Let's watch the time, by the way, 3:40. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, I do less time.
So you go in at how many days?
Usually around 30 DTE.
30 DTE.
Depends on my portfolio.
And what do you do for the
16 to 18 delta?
16 to 18 delta. I want to show real quick. That's our KGAR calculation, by the way. I know some people say, well, how do you calculate KGAR? That's it. I know. Don't even start. I got it. I know it's crazy. So speaking of crazy, so here's the Crazy Ivans. You know what?
But when you do the Crazy Ivans, the difference between a regular NQ and a Crazy Ivans is I put my Crazy Ivan out there in the evening, nighttime, or whenever I'm not away from the computer, and it will be for probably 300 points more as if the Qs drop an additional 200 to 300 points more. That's what the premium I'm asking.
So you can see that when you see the BTC.
So if it gets taken, it's like you're just putting a fishing rod out there and you're just waiting for something to bite.
They say if you're crazy enough to take it, fine. Otherwise, because we're selling to open. We're just selling to open. You can see here STOs. That means we're selling them to open. You got more coming in here. Look at that. Too late. Jake just bought a spread. We're going to take a look at that in just a second. So I'm selling these for 200 plus, right? And now I'm buying them back for 137. And then I was scalping some with Tyler. And then I'm selling to open in the 200s here. Look at this, 265. I'm selling some of them, 285. Good for me. And then I'm buying them back for 118 and 130. And so I'm buying them back for 50% profit. And this goes on, this is in the last 30 days. I don't know, who knows how many. Only 30% of your buying power is all you should use. I can have up to 65. You use less buying power, right? You're like 25, 20%.
No more than 25%. I'm strict on that.
Okay. So what did Too Late Jake, let's go to SPX.
Are you
And
pushing this computer more further and further away?
I hope not. No, you know what? Why don't
Why don't you make that bigger?
right,
Why do
well.
you torture me like this?
Well, see, it's set up for a safe space, which has now become less safe because you're here. Here we go. All right, so 0dte. So let's take a look at the chart, right? And by the way, you want to see what trades I have on in real time? Here they are. Test, 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 and back on the air. How about that? Thank you very much for the chat. Man, right when you think you really know what you're doing, it turns out I do not know what I'm doing.
So what were we saying?
I don't know, but it was not that important. I'm highly confident that it was not that important. Like Bunch and Judy. I don't know what that, I'm going to take that as a compliment because I'm pretty sure that's what that, it is. It is like Keystone Cops back in my day. That's what we used to call this, Keystone Cops.
Yeah, he's wearing a green tie today.
Green tie today. How about that? I hate this green tie. I know you love it, but I like to wear red tie. Red, yellow, or purple.
Oh, you and your red.
Red, yellow, and purple. How are we doing? We are up. Well, hey, we're up 35 grand. That's not so shabby. Best day was 45. It looks like we're not going to have the best day ever, but still we're going to have a good day. We're going to have a great day.
Another one here. It's too long for me to read. You read it.
When you say percent of buying power, is that based on margin count? So it's the amount that the broker will allow you to use for buying or selling options. So not percent of your cash available. That's correct. That's correct. You don't use your cash available. That's not the important one. It is important to know what your available cash is, but because all we do is sell puts primarily, we're premium sellers is what we are. And so you really want to watch your buying power. And the thing is, and why it's only 1/3 is that let's say you're here at 1/3. I used to trade 60%, right? And what happens is the market crashes, they can double it or triple it. So again, Butch will tell you that if you're at 70% and they double it, takes you to 140. If you're at 70% and they triple it, puts you to 210. And then Mr. Klink, who's over the, if you ever watch Hogan Heroes, Captain Klink, well, Captain Klink at Tasty Trade will call you and he's in charge of margin calls. Mm-hmm. And he says, hey, Rob, we need $2.3 million. And you got, let's see here, 30 minutes. That's a call you don't want, and let's just leave it at that. So the idea would be that you don't want to have that phone call. And so if you had 30%, so now they triple it or double it, you're at 60, and guess who's got buying power to sell the crap out of these crazy Ivans, right? And so we used to be scared to death when the buying power went down. And now, when the market goes down. The market used to crash, and we'd be, oh my God, what are we going to do because the market's going to crash? Not anymore.
Not anymore, no. In fact, when the market is crashing down, now that I'm only at 25% buying power or less, I can be one of those people who screw people and sell for a bunch of... I'm one of those premium sellers that get lots of money with all that dry powder.
Kick my leg before you say that stuff again so I don't choke myself. 68 years old. How'd he go? Well, he was doing a YouTube channel. His wife said screw on the radio, and he choked on his iced tea. This happens all the time. We get those in here all the time. So,
what else we got here?
All right. Okay. Getting punched out. Rob's favorite. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got a put credit spread and a call credit spread. We got 31 people that voted. I know we got more people than that. If you're in the chat room, you can vote. If you're not in the chat room, I don't know if you can vote if you're not in the chat room, but get in there and vote. Now's the time. This is a safe space. We've only got 31 votes in there, and we've got 52 people at least that are watching, if not more. And so, wow, we had 350 the other day. 3 minutes to go. Yeah. I'm going to take okay. Oh, first of all, I got to get this ready. I got to get it ready over here. And so just give me a second. Well, what I'm doing is I'm going to Options Omega, and I'm going to my strategies. For people that have got it, I'm going to select just the $1 million account, and I'm going to type in 1551. And Maria, I'm having a hard time seeing that. Which one of these?
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah. Are these the puts? There's the puts right there, right?
That's a put.
Okay. So it looks like it's going to be puts right now. We got 32 votes. I'm going to call it in 55 seconds. 55 seconds. That'll be
66, 67.
No, it goes the other way, I think.
Well, it's going. So I'm reading it.
Oh, the percentage. I thought you were doing the time. So in my Thinkorswim account, I have other holdings. If it shows 500,000 of buying power for options, then for day traders, I want to use no more than 150 of that buying power, including for crazy items. I have no idea how Thinkorswim does it, but Scott Sheridan, a good friend of ours, he built both systems at Tasty Trade and at Schwab. And the way it works at Tasty Trade, there's a little thing up the top that says buying power.
Yeah.
And forget about day trading buying power. That's because you're going to be holding it for extended periods of time. So the whole reason I got into 0dte, I'll explain it in just a second. We got to do this trade here. We got 13 seconds. Then I'm going to call it. I'm going to end the poll. Then I'm going to go over and get ready to do the trade. So here we go, calling it right now. Anybody else? All in, 2, 1. That is the official end of the poll. No more voters. Boom. So here we go. And now it is a put credit spread 1 by 67. All right. So we're going over here to put. Mm-hmm. We're going to do the rocket ship, and we're going to put this in. All right. So now let's go over here to Tasty so you guys can see it. We're going to put up the chart so we can see okay, here's what happens. There's called a MOC. That's market on close. And the people, all the big funds put in a market on close order, and that is disclosed to the public at exactly 350. So there's a method to our madness. So at 350, so right now, all the young bucks, all the people are saying, oh, I really got the secret. I know what the market on close is, and that's going to drive the direction. And the big herd of people, you've heard me say it, right? A big herd. And when the big herd goes over here, we trade over here. So the big herd right now is moving over here. Sorry, I almost hit you. We're going to do it over here. I get pretty excited because here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding goes the trolley, and boom. And here goes my trade. I'm trying to get in. Come on. Get a fill. Boom. There it is. I got a fill. How come there's no ding, ding, ding?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait. Whoa. 4 of them. What the hell?
Oh.
4 of them. What is this? Did I do something extra? Oh, no, it's still going.
No.
I think did I already have trades? No, I'm looking at 323. Where's 351? Here it is. Okay. So here it is. We're trying to get in. We want $1.35. They're offering us 60 cents. We're not taking 55. They're offering us 55 cents. We want $1.30. No way are we taking that. Can you guys see this up here? Now we're asking $1.25. I have it set to come down 5 cents every 6 seconds. You try and do this manually. Now we're willing to take $1.20. They're offering us 80 cents. No way, Jose. Now you watch. We're going to reset. It's going to reset after 54 seconds of trying. So now we're willing to take $1.15. They're only offering us 90. No fill. All right, now. Here's what's waiting. Now we're waiting 6 seconds. 6 seconds from now, we're going to try again. What's happening is Options Omega is reconfiguring exactly what is the best particular trade, given the fact that I'm looking for $1.80. We're going to start off by looking for and you know what? Because it's a rocket ship, I got to re-go again, and boom, there it is. All right, here we go. We're asking for $1.55. They're offering us 70. Forget about it. $1.55. They're offering us 78. No way, Jose. $1.50. They're offering us 78. We want more than that. Come on, give me a fill, you dirty dogs. So right now, it's not giving us $1.45 we're willing to take. They're only offering us $1. Here we go. Target's coming our way. Come on, now 95 cents. We're asking for $1.40. They're offering us $1.06. Try and do this manually. Good freaking luck. $1.15 they're offering. We want $1.35. We almost got a fill. Come on, man. Oh, now 95 cents. We're asking $1.35. Now we're asking $1.30. They're offering 88. $1.30. They're asking 95. $1.30. $1.25. They're offering They're offering 95 cents. We're not taking that mess. Come on, man. $1.20. We want $1.20. They're offering us 98. Now they're offering us $1. There's a fill. Yeah, there's a fill. All right, we got the fill. And we're at 67.15. Let's see what kind of mess. What did we get? We put credit spread. We want to stay above 67.15, which is right. Boom, right there. Okay, the game is afoot. The game is afoot. And now you dirty dog, you better go up. You better turn around and go up. Come on. All right. So what did we get? We got fill for three of these things at $120 each, which is 3 times 120 is 360 bucks. 360 bucks. Look at you. No wonder they let you run the bank. You can do math in your head. Good for you. I can't do that. That's why they never would let me.
We had the old-fashioned calculator.
Those dirty dogs. All right. Ever notice when rolling puts, you get a better price when just rolling one contract versus 2 or more? I have not noticed that. We typically roll one at a time. And, you know, I would tell you a lot of this comes down to execution. And, you know, we are really big about executing properly. You know, I'd like to see your pace. So there, look at that. Made you bigger. Good for me. All right. So now, look at that. There we go. Now it's going right. But I'm getting kind of excited for our time, right? Because it's, what do we got? 5.5 minutes to go. Give me a fill, Phil. Give me a fill, Phil. We got a fill, by gosh. So we've had a lot of bad words today. I hope we don't get in trouble from you. But, you know, some of our words didn't go out because we said some bad words when the microphone went out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I did. I said a few. For me, like shoot and whoopsie daisies. I wasn't allowed to say bad words in my house. I got in big trouble. We weren't allowed to wear jeans. We had to wear corduroys. My mother was very strict. All right.
Look at that thing go up.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what she said. Oh, she told me to go. When you've been married as long as we have, you start to say things that, you know, all we ever do is talk about, we are trading ad. If you're an ad, okay, first of all, we never ask for payment, right? We never ask for payment.
Oh, I want some March Madness story.
All right, we are going to be live on Tasty Trade tomorrow. We're doing a video shot for them for 5 or 10 or 50, 30 minutes or whatever. They want us to.
He wants to hear it.
Okay, all right. So let me tell you. Oh, look at this dirty dog coming down. Let me tell you how to make money. Every year I make $100,000 on March Madness. I bet $10,000 a game. That's my standard bet. If you followed our video channel, you saw I gave you all the trades for Thanksgiving Day. I think we made 80 or 100, 120 grand or something on those trades. Pretty much all, and I never watched any sports at all. None whatsoever. I haven't watched sports in 20 years, and I've been a professional gambler for many, many years. So the way that this works is it's all math, exactly like options. It's the same thing. So what you do is you look for, you're a dirty dog, you look for a statistical advantage, right? So 80% of the gamblers are going to bet on the over, so we bet on the under. 90% are going to bet on the favorite, so we bet on the money line dog. That's pure math, okay? If you do enough of them, you're going to win. So I always say on March Madness, though, that people say, well, what are the hardest days to get a room in Las Vegas? What's the busiest gambling in the United States? The biggest, look at this thing coming down. You better go back up. That's it. Go back up. Go back up. So the busiest 4 days are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week, which is NCAA March Madness, because you get 16 games every single on Thursday and Friday each day, and then you get 8 games each day on Saturday and Sunday. So lots of action. And the way this works is you always take the money line dog and the under, except when it comes to college basketball, you need to understand that just like in options, you're betting against a person, not a machine. It's not like when you're playing cards, it's a totally different game. So look at this. Look at this, Maria. There it goes, our $330 right down the toilet, $660. Oh, you got to do the...
Oh.
I don't know how you got to put that sound up, right? First,
Yeah,
and
I don't know the music is on? No.
Yeah, no. Oh, is the music on? No, I don't think it is. There you go. Now you just hit those, whichever one's the trombone or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not over yet. Okay, so what you do is the boosters come to the coach and say, Coach, we are a 10.5 point or more favorite. It would be great if we covered. It would be great. I'm a booster. I give $100,000 to the basketball program every year. It would be great if you could cover. The coach says, well, I can't be involved in this gambling. I'm not asking you to be involved. I'm just saying, leave the big boys in. They're only here for a year. Let them score 1,000 points. We're playing the Sisters of Mary. We're 31-point favorites. Let's win by 31.5. Mike Krzyzewski was the best at this. He always covered. The boosters were in heaven. The reason I know is because I would be at the Caesar's Palace in the sports book, and I'd be sitting with all the Duke guys, the boosters, and they didn't have a worry in the world. They knew that he was going to cover because he could, right? So if it's over 10 points, so 10.5 or more in the first 2 rounds of the first 4 days, we're going to give up the points. We're going to take the favorite and pay the points. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick out your number, right? Whatever, just say, take your number that you're willing to lose, divide it by 100, and that's your bet, right? That's what you want to do. Take your number, divide it by, I bet a little bit more than that because I am highly confident in the math, but you may not be. Don't do anything. This is all for entertainment purposes. This is for education. This is just for fun. You can and will lose all your money gambling on sports. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, okay? That's what our lawyers say. So this is coming back. So here's what you do. So we're gonna take the under on just the games, on the points, and then on if it's not 10.5 or more, we're gonna take the money line dog. If it is over 10.5 or more, we're gonna give up the points and take the favorite. Okay. So a couple other things. When you're gambling, remember there are always 3 teams on the field. I always tell people, they say, Rob, Super Bowl, how is it that you win so much on the Super Bowl? And every year I go and taste the trade, and every year you kill it, $100,000 or more every single year. And I say, well, there's 3 teams on the field. There's the home team, there's the visiting team, and there's the officiating team. And nobody looks at the officiating team but me. So let's pick a day. February 9th, 2024, you say. February 9th, 2024, go back and look on Tasty, and you'll see I came on there and said Bill Vinovic is the referee for the Super Bowl, right? I don't even know who's playing, but Bill, of the 157 referees in the history of the NFL, whoa, 3 seconds to go. Whoa, we're winning. Oh, anyway, Bill Vinovic is the lowest. He's the biggest under. You know what? I never even put on the thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. So how do we end up for today? So this is my trade. Anyway, Bill Vinovic, he was the biggest under of all times. Look at that, Maria, 35,000. Somebody look at that. I think, is that 35, 36,000? Somewhere in there.
49 minus 13.
49 minus 30. You take 49 minus 30. Anyway, Bill Vinovic was he was the biggest under of any referee in the history of the NFL. And sure enough, so I said, take the under in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, first half, second half, game. If there's overtime, then take the under in first half, second half, game, and overtime. And 12-0, right? So 12-0. So great. Since then,
How much longer?
We are done.
No, I mean, before the story's over.
The story's over. I'm living my dream, getting to touch people. Finally, this you could care less about gambling. I know you could care less. Well, look, talking about gambling, what do you think this is? What do you think this mess is? Look at this. How about that, huh? How about that? Shout out to Tammy Chambliss. Yes, Tammy Chambliss is one of our great heroes. She and I talk. She and I are doing a show together from the guy in Norway, John. He's a Norway name, and we are going to be doing. You're doing your own segment, right? I'm doing 2 hours, one with Tammy and one with somebody else. I don't know who.
Me.
But no, I'm not. I'm with
You and Troy.
Oh yeah, Troy, the guy from Options Omega. Yeah, the president of Options Omega and I are going to be doing an hour, and then I'm going to be doing an hour with Tammy as well. It should be fun. She and I are very similar. She is. How I got into this is Maria got me doing the NQs. Tasty Trade got us doing ES. Maria switched over to NQs because of before back testing. So, and I was only using 30% of my buying power. I needed to do something with the other money, so that's how I started doing SPX. All right, we love the stories. Do you have any blackouts days for CI? No, we don't. We don't. As a matter of fact, I used to do it every single day because I like to go surfing and laying out every day and drove her nuts. She said, well, today's an up day. How can you? I just said, you know what? The heck with it.
Well, that's for the NQs, but the Crazy Ivans, you only put those.
I put them way out there. So right. So just because it's up day, if it's up day, they just never get taken, right? So I mean, it's a little bit disingenuous, I guess, to say it. I didn't trade them every day. I offered a crazy price every day. Yeah. Now, if you want to know what the word Crazy Ivan stands for, you'll have to wait till tomorrow because that's the end of today's show. Let's one more time. We killed it today. Remember, this is the there's that calculation of K-guard you're looking for.
Nothing.
Is that calculate correct? I have no idea. So we were up 400 grand, and today we picked up an extra 49 minus 13, which is 36-ish, right? Mm-hmm. And the small account picked up another, whatever this is, 2,400 minus 117.
Let's see. So let's go over these again.
We love the story. 1 minute left. This show is called Theta Profits. Thank you. Yes, Theta Profits. Live show. It's a week from yesterday. It's on Monday. Yep. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. We didn't say everybody's name, but we will get to you tomorrow. And thank you guys for the $330. Hopefully, Maria will. Are we going to go out to dinner? We're going to. Don't know. We don't know yet. So it's above my pay grade. Okay. Say goodbye, Maria. We're done.
Bye. Thank you for stopping in. Hit it.
Wait for this thing to come around.
What?
This is where we are right now. It must be it was way behind. It was not live. So what happens is that screen, when you hit it, it's actually sending out for 16 seconds. So that's why you got to kill it. So didn't have as many people, but
it's the show.
I know. Does she come when we're saying goodbye? Is that what she hears?
Oh, we may think she goes go bye.
Maybe. I don't know.
Come on, cookie.